I'd like to greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. It doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter whether you're the richest or the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you're the proclaimed toughest or the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you're my family, friends, or my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter if you light-skinned or dark-skinned. It doesn't matter whether you like me, my YouTube videos, whether you give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It doesn't matter whether you give me a positive comment or a negative comment. Don't matter if you're dark-skinned or light-skinned. I greet all you all with the same universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Today happened to be Monday, April the 13th, 2020. It's about 5:44 p.m. 2020, the time of the vision, the change. Time for some people that may want to wake up. First, I'd like to say thank God for allowing my third oldest child, my second oldest daughter, Queen Ramona, to be able to come home today after being hospitalized with critical pneumonia this past Friday. I believe it was April the 10th, on their youngest brother on their mother's side's 11th birthday. I'd like to thank everybody that prayed for him. I pray for those of you that continue to criticize my YouTube video on just about everything I put up. For some reason, I say out of all the things in the world, you focus on my YouTube videos to try to dictate to me what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. I'm gonna show y'all how Satan, just like in the time of Job, Satan was coming to and fro on the earth. Considering Job was among the upright. You know, Job was doing a good thing. God allowed Job to suffer, lose his entire family, lose all of his livestock, even get sores on his body, but Job never cussed at God, cursed at God. Job's wife wanted him to curse God, but he didn't. You know, me and my household have been through a lot in this town, Charleston, Missouri. Black and white, so-called religious leaders, and some not. Now, God knew my daughter was gonna get released from the hospital today. Me and my daughter wasn't for sure. But I made my rounds up to the place I normally go to and speak with a lot of people at this one establishment. One black female that's a manager up there. Me and her happened to be talking, and she was asking me the status of my daughter Queen, and I was telling her what was going on. And then one of the other workers, black, give you a little history. Last Thursday, before Queen Ramona was admitted to the hospital, this particular female asked me to give her $10. She was driving a car with temporary plates on it. Asked me would I give her $10 because the car that she was driving was her daughter's car, and her daughter got a lot of bills, and she was wondering if I give her $10. I believe it was on a Monday, $10 until Friday when her daughter get paid. Her daughter give me my $10 back. At first I told her I didn't have it, so she left. And I asked Queen, do you think I should give it to her? And Queen got a good heart. She said, yeah. So we walked around there. We didn't see the car out there and the lights was out. So we came back home. We seen this female come back. Queen said, there she go. So I whistled. She stopped. And I asked her, you gonna give me my money back Friday? And she said, yeah. She said, my daughter gonna give it back to you Friday. I said, if you want, you can get $20. And she said, no, that's all I want is 10. Friday came, Queen was admitted to the hospital, no sight of her. Saturday came, no sight of her. So I happened to ride past the house where she stayed with her daughter and knocked on the door, and her daughter came to the door, and I said, your mother told me that you needed gas for your car and she needed $10 and you was gonna give it back Friday, and that was yesterday. She said, well, my mother is asleep and I'll tell her when she wake up. I said, no, when she wake up, tell her I said, keep the $10, and I left. Now, that was Saturday. I go up to this establishment where I normally go, play my lottery numbers, talk to a few people up in there. You know, they asked me when I'm gonna make another YouTube. I didn't know I was gonna make this one here, but Satan somehow, some reason, want to destroy me, want me to get back like I used to be. I'm talking to this manager up there, and here it is, this female that got the $10 working there. I didn't know she was still working there. I knew she used to, but I was assuming she didn't have a job, that she came and asked me for $10. But anyway, when I'm talking to this female, she rudely interrupted us. She didn't say, excuse me. She said, I got to talk to you. Just like that. I said, I don't have nothing to talk to you about. And she said, well, you don't never be at home. I said, I always be at home. I said, you told me you was gonna give me my $10 back Friday. I said, today is Monday. Then she catch an attitude with me like I'm the one borrowed something from her and didn't give it back. And she told me to get out of here. I don't want to hear you. I ain't gonna argue with you. I ain't arguing with you. I'm trying to talk to this female right here, and you rudely interrupted me. I told you, like I told your daughter, to tell you I didn't want the $10 back because you and about 3 other people did the same thing, and y'all let me see how petty y'all is. You see what I'm saying? And she kept on for the second time, talking about get out of here. I said, you and nobody else. I said something about some of y'all, if the shoe fit where. Some of y'all in Charleston, Missouri think that y'all can tell me what to do. I'm 62 years old. You don't tell me what to do. My mother's deceased. My dad is at the house. You see what I'm saying? I'm not your husband. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your man. I'm not your sugar daddy. I'm not your trick. You don't tell me what to do. And God told me to leave that establishment, and I left. You see, and I'm praying that this female just stay away from me. Don't bring me the money. I don't want it. Just like I told the dude. I thought he had a little bit more class when he borrowed $10 from me and told me one of the same things she said. My girlfriend will be off of work in about an hour and I'll give it to you. That's been over 10 months. Every time I see him, he's just like her. I've been by your house. My house have security cameras. You ain't came by there. If both of my vehicles gone, somebody's still at my house. So you didn't come there. But I'm saying this. I'm not loaning any more money out to anybody that I don't normally associate with. I'm not helping nobody else doing any type of legal work that I don't normally deal with. Like I said, there's people that came to me whose uncle is the president of the NAACP telling me about some wrong that a police officer that I've been complaining about, the police school resource officer for the Charleston R1 school district, in the Charleston, Missouri police officer that was doing her wrong. But yet, they come to me, but the uncle and the rest of them, they NAACP members. And I ain't saying nothing about them, to each his own. But I'm just saying this, you know, if you don't like my YouTube videos, don't watch them. You know, when you borrow something from me, don't catch your attitude with me, catch your attitude with yourself, because you the one didn't pay me. I didn't come out there asking you for nothing, won't ask you for nothing. You see what I'm saying? You know, if you working at this job where you snapping on me about my $10 that you didn't pay me, what is you doing at the job? What is you doing with the money? Whatever you doing with it, you must not be doing something good with it, because you come to ask me for money to put in your daughter's car, which I doubt if you put it in there, because I believe if your daughter would have asked you to ask me for $10 and I knocked on the door and she answered and I told her what I just said, you said that she wanted to ask me for $10 so she could put gas in her car until she got paid. I think she would have gave me my money instead of telling me she'll get, when you wake up, she'll tell you. I'm gonna leave like this here. Peace be still.